live here on our big program. And they are fantastic. So tell me a little, first of all, go ahead and introduce yourselves.
How's it going? I'm Shane. I'm the lead singer and rhythm guitar player.
I'm Josue. I'm the lead guitarist.
Angelo. I'm the drummer.
Andrew, and I play the bass.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So tell me a little bit about how the band got together as a group.
Oh, man, that started with us two in a small little shack with an old buddy of ours. That buddy of ours got a hold of me saying that, because he had a drum set that was his dad's, and he was going to let our buddy borrow it. And he hit me up like, hey, we finna jam. You want to come over? I'm like, sure, I'm not busy. Came over, he pulled up, just started smashing things, doodly, and then just made something, and here we are.
We had one song that we wrote, and it kind of just stuck. And then we ended up getting more and more serious with it, and we ended up getting this one off of an ad.
Yeah. No, I was going to college at the time, and was just looking for a band, so I just decided to make a flyer and posted it up in a few different guitar stores, and then 5 years later, here we are.
Yeah, we got this one off of. He was our sound guy for one of our shows, and
he looks like a sound guy. That's what's great. I've been around many a sound guy over the year. You look like you're wearing the typical sound guy uniform. So
it never wears off.
So tell me a little bit about your writing process.
I still hear it. We're getting a bad connection here.
Okay, hold on. Let me see what's going on here, because it's Skype.
There we go.
Okay, so did it fix itself? Did it fix itself?
It's trying to.
It's trying to, yes. Well, it's Skype, so this is sometimes what happens.
Okay.
It's all part of it.
So tell me a little bit about your writing process.
Well, one of us will come up with like a riff or something, and then we'll bring it to everybody who's in the band, and we just go, hey, what do you think would work with this? And we just kind of, as long as it fits in the key and it works.
It sounds good.
And it sounds good. Then,
As long as it's cohesive as a whole, we roll with it, and everybody contributes.
Yep.
That's awesome.
As well as lyrics.
Yeah.
Like one of us will start writing something, like the lyrics don't happen until like all the instrumentation is done. Then we feel the song like, all right, what is this? All this making us feel, and then we'll just like, oh, it's this certain way, and then we'll just write about that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not just one of us. It's literally a cohesive unit. Everybody we all put our 2 cents in. We go, hey, what do you think about this one lyric compared to this lyric? And
instead of putting it there, why don't we put it over here? Wait to say this later.
It's a little different.
Yeah.
That is awesome. We have got Submit Thy Will with us today.
I don't know. You keep going in and out. I don't know if you're getting all
There he
this.
is.
They join us live here on our big broadcast, and we're having all sorts of fun technical issues with Skype today, which is always fun.
All the issues.
I often wonder if it's just me and Alex Jones who have issues with Skype. It seems like he's always, he'll have people on, and Skype he'll be like, oh, there's a Skype hiccup there.
That's a good impression.
So
You nailed the Alex Jones.
you never know. So how do we find you guys on social media?
Instagram is really where we update a lot of our stuff. We have Instagram, Facebook. We have a website. We post all of our upcoming shows on all these things, all of our promos, anything that we do as far as media is concerned. We have it there. You can find all of our music on any streaming services.
Just Submit Thy Will. That's the submitthywill.com, or Instagram at Submit Thy Will, Facebook at Submit Thy Will. Real straightforward.
Yep.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So what has been the reaction to your guys' music so far?
I mean, so far, at least the people in our local circuit seem to like it.
Real positive reactions.
So far, it's been pretty good.
And everybody loves our stage show. It's really fun. It's
that's-
really
yeah.
entertaining.
That's the way to go.
Performance.
Yep.
So tell us a bit about the stage show. Why is that such a big deal?
Energy.
Yeah.
You know, whatever energy we can put out to the crowd.
They send it right back at us. It's a give and take
Yeah,
situation. You
I
know?
mean, at the end of the day, we just want the crowd to have as much fun as we're having up on stage. We just try our best to show that, like, as much as possible.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So tell me about your musical heroes and influences.
That's a long, wide spectrum because we all pull from what we all grew up with and the things that we all like. Like me personally, you know, I'm big into classic rock, Ozzy Osbourne, you know, anything from that to Judas Priest to, you know, all that stuff. All the older stuff is really what I pull from.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't get into metal until I was like 14, 15 years old. So like before that, it was just mainly like Mexican music.
That's awesome. Hey, I'll tell you that there is some good music in that genre. It seems like everybody that I've ever seen that is in like Mexican music, they've all got to have matching cowboy hats. and somebody in that group's got to have like an accordion. And it's
Oh, I could get a hold of one too. That's
Don't give him any ideas.
That's awesome.
Don't give him any ideas.
too late.
That's
Next
awesome.
album, accordion.
What about you, Angelo?
I mean, growing up, I listened to pretty much whatever my dad listened to. We watched a lot of like concert films growing up. So like I grew up with a lot of like classic bands from like the 70s and 80s with like, you know, Led Zeppelin, Rush, but you know, I also really
That's
like,
awesome.
you know, like a lot of rock music from the 90s, like, you know, Nirvana and Foo Fighters and stuff. So I mean, yeah, really, you know, those are like some of the main ones that I really, you know, vibe with.
And I'm a fan of bands like Dream Theater. I get a lot of my influences from Les Claypool, and then I'm a hardcore kid, so Seattle deathcore and hardcore like Zayo and things like that. That's what I've listened
Wow.
to. But I'm the old one in the group.
I'm the old one of the group. That is great. So
He's our geezer butler.
Yeah.
what is the music scene like where you guys are from?
It's really inclusive. I mean, we play with all kinds of different bands.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, just like 2 shows ago, we played with just a single guitar player act, and then a band that does all covers. And then, you know, of course, we play with other heavy bands as well. But it's a very diverse group. Very
We even
inclusive.
played with country.
We played with
yeah,
country stuff
we
before.
closed the house out with we're like 3 other country bands. It was like, okay, let's go. Let's do it.
You know, I love those kind of shows where you've got a little bit of everything.
Yeah, yeah. We played a lot of those, and it's fun. You get to meet a lot of really cool people, and get to learn a lot of new stuff. You know, things that you didn't know that you were into, but turns out you become a fan at the show.
Yep.
That's awesome. We have got a great guest with us today. They are
man.
fantastic. They are called Submit Thy Will. So where did this name come from?
Oh man, it kind of represents the. You always talk about how it's like a knight with his king, right? And we kind of roll with the medieval sort of thing, you know. So it's like a knight submitting his will to his king, sort of thing.
Or you can interpret it as you will as well. You know, everything we do, whether it be music or whatever, we always like to leave it up for interpretation for anyone who sees it, so that way they can pull from whatever they see. You know.
That's awesome.
We
That's awesome.
Oh, no, yeah,
So, where do we find your music? How do people buy your stuff?
Well, on our website, we have, you can go to our website and we have all our details right there. You can get our album, our merch and everything as well. But also streaming, you know, Spotify, YouTube Music, iTunes, Deezer and all those outlets out there.
Yeah, we just dropped the album in December, so
Yeah.
it's pretty new.
It's out there though.
Yep.
For your listening pleasure.
That is awesome. So, what is next for you guys?
More content, more shows.
Yep.
We're working on our second album already. I
Yep.
mean, we just
got done recording all the instruments
Yep.
for one song, and then we're on to the next one.
and where we recorded is right where we're at right
Right
now
here.
in our
Yep.
studio. So, yeah.
Okay, that was
Doing good.
that was another question that I had. Tell me a little bit about this studio that you guys are in. That is pretty badass there. The way that's all organized and set up there.
Yeah, thank you.
Appreciate it, man. No, we got we had it brought in the shed, and we did all the walls, we did all the insulation and wiring and everything, and then brought all the equipment in, got the panels. I mean, yeah, I mean
It was a whole project.
it was huge. Yeah, and there's actually pictures of all of that
Yeah,
on our
Instagram.
website and on our website,
Yep.
and our Instagram. Yeah.
That's awesome. That's fantastic. So, what kind of bands or who do you guys play with in your local scene there?
That's a good question. I mean, we play with all kinds of bands. The bands that we really like, that make us look good on stage are bands like Psychopact, Welborn Road.
Yep,
10
wearing one of Welborn Road shirts right now, actually. Yeah.
That's awesome.
I mean, there's a ton of great
Oh, yeah.
music. Another one that's in our circuit is actually To Whom It May, and the guitar player and singer for that band is actually the guitar player for Wolfie Van Halen. I mean,
Oh, really?
We've got great talent here in
Amazing talent.
Wow,
in this area.
that is pretty badass. Well, you guys have got all sorts of stuff going on. I think that is great.
Yes, we do.
So, what is the latest single, and why should people go take a listen to it?
Ooh, latest single. That was it Viper?
I think it was Viper.
I think it was Viper.
Yeah.
I know that we just dropped the album, so that was the latest thing that we dropped. But as far as a single off the album, I think it was Viper, I believe.
Yeah.
And it's got a music video and everything with it.
Yeah.
That's right.
Really fun to listen
Awesome.
to.
Yeah, and we're also in the midst of working on another music video as well.
And we got single. We're planning on doing singles from this upcoming album as well.
Oh
we
yeah,
got
so we can
singles
look
that are
forward to
coming
that.
out.
Yeah.
So, tell me about this music video that you guys have put together for this track.
Viper? Yeah.
Yeah.
We got a buddy of mine. He has a pet snake, and we just decided, okay, well, we're gonna include this snake. His name's Pac-Man, and Pac-Man was the star of the show during the shoot. We just had a
that
good
is
time,
awesome.
man. And it was a blast.
Okay.
We do everything in house, so.
Yep.
The video was made and produced by us and by our team, and it was it's just always a blast. There's always something going on,
That's right. And funny enough, where we filmed that music video was at an old little rehearsal place that we were kind of renting out for a moment.
Yeah.
So it worked out. Got some really cool pictures of the snake on our instruments and
Yeah.
things like that for this the song.
That's
it wasn't
awesome.
a viper, it was a ball python. But,
Yeah.
oh, well.
It works. It's close enough. It's
It's
okay.
a snake.
That is awesome. That is fantastic.
Viper.
Well, you guys have been fantastic. Thanks for making as much time as you did for us today. I look forward to chatting with you guys soon. Thanks for making some time for us.
We appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Thanks for
Thank
having
you so
us.
much.
I'll rock on.
Before we let you guys go, how do we get in touch with you online and buy your music and everything?
Once again, you can go on our website. All of our music is available there. If you want to be keep up with what's going on and current events with us, our
Subscribe.
Instagram is the way to go. Instagram.
SubmitThyWill.com.
Yeah, subscribe to our newsletter. We always send out emails to everybody who's subscribed to let them know of our upcoming shows and everything.
Just go on iTunes and buy the album.
That's
All
right.
right.
Fantastic.
No
Well,
time to kill.
you guys are awesome. Thanks for making some time for us today. And we will talk to you soon. Have yourself a wonderful, wonderful day. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, man.
Have a good one.
Take care. Thanks for having us.
Appreciate it. There they go. That is Submit Thy Will, and they join us today here on our big broadcast. So that wraps it up here from this position of the world famous Jiggy Jaguar.